Hello to everybody who's still watching the Asia Rugby Sevens trophies right here from Jakarta, and it's still Karina reporting, and we have another special guest who's really important here. It's such an honor to have you here. That is the president of Asia Rugby himself, Mr. Qais. Hello and welcome to Jakarta.
Thank you, Karina.
It has been an exciting first day of the tournament, and we're about halfway through. We've seen so many great games. What is your opinion of it so far?
Well, it's talking about numbers, and this is the biggest event in Asia historically. We have never had 19 teams, so today we have 12 men and 7 women, and it's a culmination of a good effort for the last 2 years during the pandemic. When I've been elected in November 2019, we were 29 countries. Now we talk about 36 countries. So there is a lot of good work happening behind the scene, and you can see today, athletes at the end of the day, our top priority, and they are enjoying the game. So we are also enjoying the game.
That is completely true. And I just want to commend you, though. The pandemic did not stop Asia Rugby from expanding its membership. I mean, there are countries that are coming out for the international games all the way in Asia for the very first time. What do you think does that say to all the efforts that Asia Rugby has been doing in the last couple of years?
Definitely, you are absolutely correct. Looking at today's event, you can see teams coming from West Asia. So they came almost 9 hours.
Yes.
Like Iraq and Jordan and Iran. And people are also coming from the far Pacific Oceans, from Guam, the Guam women's team, and also from Central Asia. So we have 5 sub-regions in Asia, and we have 5 representation from all 5 sub-regions. So talking about the progression, it is a crystal clear progression by all fronts, from the male participation even to the youth participation. You can see a lot of teams today have a lot of youth under 20.
Yeah.
But this gives you also an indication that those unions are working hard in the grassroots level, and now they are harvesting their hard work for the last few years, which is also another indication that as a region, as an Asia, it is the highest potential region out of all regions.
So there's another thing that Asia Rugby has been focusing on since your election. You've been focusing a lot on inclusivity, and you've even changed, the women's committee to the gender equity team, which is a great move, very progressive. I mean, on the field, how do you see this translate? 7 teams of women this year, which is more than the last competition 3 years ago. What do you think does that say about the growth of women involved in rugby in Asia?
Okay. Let's talk honestly. Everyone in the sport industry sends messages and slogans and mottos that we have to have a gender inclusion.
Yeah.
But that's not the reality in every sport. But we have done in Asia Rugby, we have executed a professional plan. We have started with the women committee a few years ago, and now last year we have transferred the title to the gender equity. And what we have done also, that in the committee itself we have included male representation, because the old style was female or women committee, try to empower women, give the women more positions, try to bring them to the game. But at the moment there is a clear balance between male and female.
Yes.
So there is no more something called women advisory committee or women committee. There is a gender equity. That's the way forward, and that's already reflected today. We have 7 women team coming. They're supposed to be 10 teams, by the way, but we have 3 withdrawals at the last for different reasons.
Yes.
But we do expect that the next edition of the Asia Sevens Trophy next year, there will be a minimum 12 teams. This is what we foresee next year.
Because Asia continues to grow, and of course, its players continues to grow, which is also kudos to all the hard work from all levels. And maybe one last message for you for this tournament, your impression of it being held in Indonesia. What do you think about Indonesia hosting for the second time, and this time a much bigger setting because more teams are joining rather than 3 years ago?
Well, kudos and my hats off to the Indonesians for hosting this event. I don't want to mention any names, but it is a teamwork by the government, by the Olympic Committee, by the rugby union itself, by the board member, all volunteers, referees. So I think everyone is happy today. How you can tell that the tournament is a successful? Not from me as a president, from athletes. If the athletes are happy, referees are happy, then the tournament is on the right track. I think everything today is up to the standard. Indonesia Rugby has got the required expertise. As you said, they hosted one of the edition 2019 before the pandemic, but now it is a far bigger scale than 2019 edition, and we foresee a bigger scale also in 2023. And let's hope and see who will be bidding for the hosting next year. Maybe Indonesia, maybe other country.
Well, thank you so much for the kind words. And
pleasure.
it's great to have you. Thank you for coming to Jakarta.
My pleasure, Karina.
And have a great day.
You too. All the best.
Thank you. Well, that was the report. We, of course, have more rugby coming up, so make sure to stay tuned live with us on Indonesia Rugby's YouTube for the Asia Rugby Sevens trophies.